Hi guys, today we are going to talk about the types of governments that we have in our society today, okay? A country can have different kinds of government and not all at the same time, but they can have more. But it all depends on who is in charge, okay? It depends. Oops. Okay, so what do we have? We have 5 types that we're going to discuss here. We have monarchy, democracy, oligarchy, authoritarianism, and anarchy. Monarchy. Monarchy is when we have the presence of a king or a queen. Okay, normally they are in charge and they have the power and are responsible for all the decisions. People are not involved in vote or anything, and who controls is the royal family. Okay, uh, they are the ones responsible to rule the country from generation to generation, so the family never changes. One example of monarchy nowadays is in the United Kingdom with Queen Elizabeth. Okay, democracy is like what we have here in Brazil. It's the form of government in which the people of a country vote in one person that controls the country, but this person is elected. There is the presence of the people of that country. This form of government is characterized by fair representation because, in theory, the president cannot do anything without everybody knowing what he is doing. All of this happens, the process of vote, with debate, discourse, and a promise that they are going to do some projects in order to benefit the people of that country. So it involves public voting, civic participation, and the protection of human rights. Oligarchy. It is a form of government in which a very small portion of the population, normally the rich ones, they are in charge for ruling everybody else. So, a people of a country rule over the rest. So, obviously, it is authoritarian or tyrannical form of ruling, since there is no civil participation. So, the population depends on that very small group of rich people. Normally, in oligarchy regimes, people only think about what is best for them, the people who is in charge, okay? So, this also includes any form of ruling in which the interest of a few trumps over, so they are bigger than the interest of the majority. These differences include money, race, or hereditary. Authoritarianism. It is a form of government in which order and control are forced over personal freedom. Normally, in this case of government, there is the presence of a dictator. So, for example, in Korea, only that person, only the dictator is responsible for everybody else. And people don't vote, there is no public participation in it. He decides everything by himself, by his head. So it doesn't matter. So he is the important one. The rest, whatever, it doesn't matter. Okay? It is characterized by press suppression, so the media doesn't say anything. The media only can write stories that the dictator says it's okay. Military threats and disinformation in order to manipulate the masses in favor of its leader. So what happens? There are some information that could prejudice the dictator, but the people never sees this information because the dictator controls the newspapers and the internet and everything there, okay? It differs from oligarchy because in this case, the power is centered in only one person. So why authoritarianism is different from oligarchy? In theory, they are similar because the people doesn't vote, the people has no participation in the process, but what is different? In oligarchy, you have a group of people, a very small group. In authoritarianism, what happens is only one person. That's why it's different. Okay? Then moving on. The last one is anarchy. When you have anarchism, it means that nobody's in power. So it's a mess. It's a big mess. The country or nation operates without an authority figure and therefore without public utilities and service. besides limit diplomatic relations with other countries. In most cases, it's divided into locally ruled states, so it's a mess. Okay? What happens? Some countries enter in anarchy before they start having another form of government. This can happen, but nowadays, from my mind, I don't remember any country that now is an anarchy. Okay? This is very simple, guys. So now we have some activities. What are the types of government presented in the text? What is monarchy? What is democracy? What is oligarchy? Why is authoritarianism different from oligarchy? You need to say what is authoritarianism and then write, explain why it's different from oligarchy and what is anarchism. Okay? If you have any questions, please ask your parents to call me. Okay? Bye!